people can get on, because I think when too many people try to get on, they cut us off. But I
Yeah.
do want to say, man, whoever is out there, y'all definitely want to get in this back chat, because we're gonna be doing some serious building back here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out there.
Peace out that. Appreciate that. Yeah, so it's an open plan. As soon as you go and click out,
Back
I'll
on.
start putting it in there.
We
And
back on.
yeah, we back on. Damn, I meant to ask Todd Data what the hell you doing with this other one, but it's all good.
You good? We back on live. Everybody can hear us. Everybody can see us and all of that. We good.
Yeah,
Back.
y'all back. Everything good. We back.
Yeah, we back.
Yeah, who you
So
left?
yeah,
Listen, man, I can't wait the Aboriginal Mac get on and Root Words get on, because you know what? It's time to end this static.
it's
Just like Q the Mill said, it's done. We're not tolerating none of this anymore. We don't got no time for this, man.
Listen, man. I got people leave comments in my videos, and I got some real debates. You know, like people, professors actually debating me, not anybody who just ignorant and just believe whatever and they're just creating static. So that's an actual debate. Uh, we're not gonna go down to that level to debate so-called debate somebody like Chief was saying that uses roots or something as a come on as a reference. So it's just silly, man. It's like trying to teach calculus to a 2-year-old, man. So grow up, man. Grow up. Be respectful, man. Be an adult, man. You don't need to come over here to talk, man. Just come with your sources, and that's it, man. And that's it. My fault if I sounded a little hard, but you might be 10 years old, so my fault.
Al Mac. There's a link also for Al Mac and Root Words. Please let the brothers join in.
Yeah. And I'll
Much
drop out to make room. I will drop out to make room if we have to do that.
I'm just waiting to see. I think it'll at least allow 2 more for sure.
Yeah, he's not gonna join, man. But yeah, just we're passionate about this, and we're here to make the peace, but we're also warriors. So it comes out sometimes, and I don't try to bring that part of me out, but don't disrespect the fam, this is
Mm-hmm.
driving up, man. A lot of shit has happened. We saw the video earlier, homeboy. What the most unfortunate. There's real things happening to people, man. Don't
Mm-hmm.
don't be a part of that static. So come on, man.
That's
And
right.
so we're trying to build, be positive. Nobody's trying to bash on anything African. Trying to, we're just trying to learn what has been hidden from us and remember. We're trying to remember because we lost all that. We got to remember.
Mm. Kurimeo coming harder than ever.
Right. Like
Hey man, we could keep building until one of them brothers come up in here, man. We ain't stopping. We ain't
absolutely,
stopping.
don't never do that. So yeah, man, we just gotta keep it for what we know it is, brothers.
All right, so I'm gonna break it down like this, right? Like Kudamea was saying, we spoke a lot of languages back then, right? And if Woot Wars get on here, I want to ask him a question because he knows about a lot about languages. And we spoke a lot of different various types of Algonquian languages. We spoke Cherokee and Choctaw and all this other stuff, but there's different types of Algonquian languages. One of the languages they spoke in Massachusetts was called Natika. Correct me if I'm saying it wrong, Kudameo.
Oh yeah, that's one of the dialects up there. I believe it was Algonquin, but yeah, there was many languages up there.
Right, right. And Noctica is actually a city in Massachusetts. And it's also a language that the natives used to speak. Well, not natives, but the Indians. So,
Yeah, it's called Natick today, and in Massachusetts or New England, most of the towns there are native. I mean, like most places in the U.S., you know. But yeah, in Massachusetts, New England, most of the towns up there, they're all from the Algonquin language, Wampanoag, Narragansett, Montauk. We got the Shinnecock up there, the Pequot. So yeah, there's many tribes up there that we don't even know about.
Right. You're absolutely right. So yeah,
And it's
man, we just
crazy
gotta.
because a lot of those people, a lot of those tribes, the biggest, this is crazy, the biggest minority, or what they call minority, right? um in these areas, especially Massachusetts and Rhode Island and Connecticut, all these places, there's a lot of Cape Verdean brothers and sisters up there, and they're supposed to be from West Africa, an island, 10 islands off the coast of West Africa. But when you do your research, you see that thousands of Indians were brought over there by the Spanish and Portuguese. That was a Portuguese colony. You know what I mean? Way before the so-called transatlantic slave trade happened. So my point is that most of these people are actually Native Americans. That's why there's more of them in the States than their actual country. And they're supposed to be, because you'll see a lot of them. They're most of them. They're not like very dark, and they're not white. They're in between. You would consider them as mulattoes, right? But if they tell us Portuguese mixed with Africans, right? But in those times, Portuguese were Moors, most of them. So it would be that most of them should be more darker. You know what I mean? So and they got corn dishes. I mean, they're deep in New England, man. You guys, if you don't know about Cape Verdeans, they're deep up there, man. I was fortunate enough to grow up with them. It was a good people, and they were like us. They ain't had none, they didn't feel anything African. You know what I mean? They're more like us. So and they've been here 8, 9 generations, man. They were the ones going on the ships first. They were the ones, that they encountered when the Pilgrims came here, and then eventually, they were taken over there, a lot of them, and as history went, as time went on, they were considered only African. They forgot about most of their origin, where it came from. But it's deep on many levels, because a lot of those ships that so-called bringing Africans were Cape Verdeans, where they were coming from Cape Verde. That was already Indians there, thousands of Indians there. So they were just bringing them back a lot of the times, these indentured servants. So, it's deep.
Yeah, it really is.
Wow, I hope everybody caught that, man. Every time the brothers open up his mouth, AP or Kudumeo or any of the master teachers, or quote unquote, whatever we want to title them as, they be speaking some real historic facts that will free you. I just want to put that out there.
Hey, them was good bars right there, bro. Good shit, man.
Yeah, all this information is available for anyone, man. Anyone that really cares, anyone that really wants to know. You do the research and it's all there. Or you just believe the doctrine, and then it's crazy. Like King Drop says, man. Like if a 10-year-old white kid is saying, "Go back to Africa, monkey," go back to Africa, why are you saying the same thing? Like why are you agreeing with that little white kid? He don't know shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's just ignorance. He doesn't know shit. You're being just like him.
Tell him, bro. I used to tell him when they said go back there, I used to be like, yo, go back to Europe. But now my reply now is no. I ain't going nowhere. This is my land. This is where all my people at. This is where they been at.
I damn near wouldn't even get them Europe. That's just where they kind of set
Right.
up shop at now. Really,
Right,
Europe,
and that's North Africa.
All this shit was ours.
Right, and Europe is North Africa at the end of the day. So when they say go back to Africa, no, they came back. They came from Africa. We ain't come from Africa. You know what I'm saying? So it's ridiculous, man. I don't even need to elaborate what Kudumel said. It just excited me. So that's why I'm talking right now. So let me yield the mic. Go ahead.
But how we know who came from Africa, G? Like that whole thing, you know what I'm saying? How we know they came from Africa? We don't even know where white people come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no consensus on where they come from. Niggas out here talking about they was created in a lab and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they come out some caves, from inner earth or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The whole mystery of where they come from, we don't even know. But yet they're telling us where we come from. What type of shit is that, man?
Right, they're troglodytes, man. They cave dwellers. They don't own any land. They're not Caucasians because they was banished to the Caucasus Mountains. Therefore, if they was banished or sent to a place that they didn't inhabit it before, then they can't have originated from there. we originate from places. So you are definitely correct, brother. You know what I'm saying? Some
And
people say, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it goes on many levels. We know that the Aboriginal can make albinos and light-skinned people and even have blonde hair and all that. But then there's different type of you want to call it white, whatever race. Um, they have, if any, if they even have any, they have basically no melanin. So it's deep. There's levels of this, and that one particular that certain people, whatever they are, you know, they're like a virus. They, like you're saying, they didn't originate from there. It's just like a virus. It just started taking over everything, and they used, like we've talked about before, the wars we had, our tribal wars against us. They were slick about it, acting as friends at one point, and then they knew what they were about to do, but they've been able to like kind of like get influence with the history books, with the images they show us, and turn everything white. You know what I mean? But this was a dark plane. You know what I mean? Copper, the soils, the different shades of the soil. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to get the boy King Drop on here, man. He has his shows at what time again? Q Mayo, so we could jump up in the chat. We could talk to him, go on his show a couple of times, and then maybe he'd be open to come up on here. So, can you explain that again, bro?
Yeah, yeah. So I want to really tell you, if you guys don't know, I mean, I'm sure most of you know about 432 the radio, or 432 the drop, King Drop, or whatever, his channel on YouTube. This brother, very wise, man, very wise, and the way he does it, the way he teaches, his whole vibe, his frequency is balanced. He's grounded, and he don't deal with static at all. You will never run into any static when you go learn with him or his show. He has a platform. He has a website, 432 the drop.com. They already tribed up, man. They got land in Utah. They're already building the aqueducts. They're doing big things. You got, I'm sure anybody can, if they want to help and you want to tribe up, it's already there. If you don't know anybody with land or everything, there's already something there building. If anybody wants to help out or join, and he has his show every night on the weekdays. Live. He goes live, and while he's reading and teaching and everything, and he has guest speakers. We're in the chat talking, and I believe that's at I think it starts at let me see, that's 10 California time. So that would
Yo,
be
your
like
stream just got suspended, G.
Yeah, it ain't even live no more.
Yo.
Yeah, we live on the other one. It's another. He on.
Oh, the link that you put in there?
They say they can't hear though.
damn.
That's in the other one. Peace. Can y'all hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. But I don't think they can hear you over there. Well, that link you put in, it ain't working for me.
Now it's back. Hold on.
Yeah, it's back now. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, that's what I was telling y'all. It's back on now. But it's just on a different one.
Alright.
Yeah, so when we switched back over, we only had like 8 people watching, but they were still catching the back drift of the other one. So now we trying to, they coming back in. Peace, Copper Jaguar, peace.
Yeah, man.
D-Red.
Hopefully everybody's straight now. So.
Yeah, we just waiting on everybody.
But what you was saying though, Corey Mayo, I know you was they cut off when you was building, bro.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
But yeah, keep it rolling, man. Who all in right now? Somebody else new in?
Yep, D-Red. The Hebrew Israelite. Ah.
Peace, brother D-Red. Peace, brother. Much love. How you doing, brother?
Shit, what it do, man? Kool-Aid, man. How you doing, lady? What's going on?
Man, we on here building strong, man. Just letting the brother speak. Got a lot of people dropping information. Uh,
That's
Hey,
what's up.
D-Red, how
Yeah.
come you don't subscribe? How come you don't subscribe to the Out of America claim and the Aboriginal claim? Besides us not having a structure and founded organization set up to help out the youth and all that stuff so far, because we're trying to do that now. But besides that reason, how come you don't subscribe to, Jesus or Yahshua, the Messiah being from over here? And how come you don't subscribe to all that stuff over here, man? Tell me your reason. I would love to know.
I mean, first of all, I won't subscribe to that only on the strength of the fact that you can't find evidence of that over here. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you study, like if you read the Popol Vuh, or if you read the Book of the Five Sons, if you read, when you study their cosmology, it don't really necessarily speak of a Hebrew Messiah. It don't speak of that, but it speaks of more of a what?
No,
Go ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, I mean, go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
I was gonna say, man, but yeah, I mean, I actually, it's easy to say things when people don't read things, man. But I totally disagree, man. I find a
I
lot
mean,
of references to the what you want to call Hebrew traditions, because it was taken from here, man. It became Hebrew.
I
And if you
mean,
study
you can't.
Quetzalcoatl, you'll see
Mm-hmm.
the how
You
where
would
they
have
got
to
the
be able to
Jesus
show
story
me.
from.
You'd have to be able to show me the etymology, because
Hey,
I
the
could take you. I
videos are
could take you.
coming,
I
bro.
could take you. I
The
could take you.
videos
I
are
could
coming,
take
bro.
you.
Like
I could hold
like
on,
you
hold on.
know.
I could take you to. I could take you to the Akkadian script. How the Akkadian script became the Canaanite script. How the Canaanite script. I could take you to the to the historicity and the evolution of the language, the written language and the spoken. I could take you to that. I could take you through that. You see what I'm saying?
We want,
So you would
yeah,
have
we
to be
want
able to.
that.
You would have.
We want all
But you
of
would
that,
have to.
man.
But you would have to. But
We
you
want
would
all
have
of
to be.
that.
But you would have to be able to take me through that same processes, scientific processes, what you talking about. You see what
Bro,
I'm
trust
saying?
me, it's
Oh,
coming. It's coming. It's coming,
I've
bro.
already
I'm not one to
and
just like make videos just to like, cause I hear it. Okay, I want to set this straight. Nah, I take my time with it, bro. It's coming. Trust me,
I
because this
mean
is a
you
deep
can do it.
level. I mean,
You can
we're
do it.
talking
I mean
about
you
we're
can do what you
talking
want to
about
do.
going past beliefs, right? So this is a sensitive subject. So this has to
It
be
ain't,
done
it,
right,
ain't, it,
right?
ain't, it ain't sensitive. I mean, I don't take it. I'm not sensitive about
No, I
it.
mean
You see what
it
I'm
is
saying?
for
I'm
some
just saying.
people. I mean it's sensitive. This is sensitive. They want to just stick to the whole Middle East and everything over there, man. So the thing is, the videos are coming, bro. Trust me. I got the info, man. And it's not
I
because
mean,
it's not
hey,
about
just
info, man.
give me
It's not
one. Give
about
me
info,
one.
and
Give me.
it's
If
not
you got
just
the
about
videos, give me
Jesus,
one source right now. Give me one source right now.
All right. Just go into, man. I got so many. I'm gonna share my library with you, bro.
Just get, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I
share.
don't need all that. I don't need all that
Share my
right now.
library with you.
I don't need all that, bro. That's not going to impress
hey,
me
hey,
because the
hey,
people got
hold on,
books
wait,
and
wait,
don't
wait,
read.
wait. D-Red. He's
Bro.
definitely going to share you his library. He can speak right now, but he's going to share. Let me ask you a question, though, D-Red. I don't mean to cut you short, Quartermail. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of Eber and the Tower of Babel, D-Red?
I heard about that. Yeah.
Okay, now, have you studied the etymology of Eber, and have you
Mm-hmm.
found out that his name kind of translated into something Hebrew, and that he came to Americas? Have you found out anything about that? And how about the Moshe tribe, the Moshe, or
Mm-hmm.
the Messiah, the Mashiach, the Meshican?
The Meshiki.
Yeah, what's up?
I
What's
heard
up with
about.
them?
I mean, again, linguistic similarities don't make you make them the same thing. Like if you go like, okay, let's give you an example. You got the Shi tribe in China, right? They call it Shi. But you got the Shi tribe that would be the Olmecs in South Central America. Are they the same people? Exactly. No, they're not.
Wait,
So
hold
similar.
on, wait. Hold on. I didn't get a chance
I
to
said.
answer because my mic was muted. My
Okay.
mic was muted.
Let me
Now,
repeat the question. Let me repeat
no,
the
no,
question.
I heard the question. I heard the question. The China
Okay, go ahead.
people and the Olmec are the same people. Now, we not gonna get into no full-fledged debate right now because I don't feel like spanking a nigga ass real quick. You know what I'm saying? Nigga at work. But check it out though. I'm gonna say this. You don't know if they the same tribe or not, my G.
They're not. It's, I
They
mean,
got
you
the
can't
same
just
drive.
see it like you can't just see it as one people, man. You see in China like one people, man. There was waves of Asian migrants coming over here, man. And it's deep, man. It's deep. The original Chinese, or they weren't even called Chinese. They were, the Negroes that were over there. Some of them were taken from here. This Assyrian captivity. Where you think they got them from? Where you think they took them, man? The Syrian was up there up the Caspian Sea, Caucasus area, man. They had to come back. They had to travel back. It's deep, man. So I mean, like, one thing is for people to just hear things. I want people to just read things. Don't believe me. Don't believe him. Don't believe me. Don't believe anybody. Go do your research. Do your own correlation, and don't base it on based on things that you already or things you want to be true or not want to be true. Just like the homeboy said earlier, man. If the knowledge leads to something, you gotta go with it. Or else then you're practicing willful ignorance.
That's
What I
right.
would say, to folks, man, is look. When you researching, first of all, you got to have your methodology to vet your sources, because just because you find a source don't mean the source is credible. You see what I'm saying? Every book that you read ain't a credible book. That's why young Pharaoh got laughed his ass off the goddamn outside there when he was posting them pseudo ass sources. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, we ain't though, man. Like
every book, and so what I would implore the people that's listening, get you a peer reviewed source. You know what I'm saying? By experts, and get a peer reviewed source first, because what that means is that book and those references have been looked over by experts in that particular field. If you dealing with Mesoamerica, they would be dealing with experts in that field before they come up with to say that, hey, this book is on point.
Bro,
Don't
can
just
I ask
get
you a question?
in your book.
Bro,
So
can I ask you a question, bro?
yeah,
Honestly, like honestly, I don't know if you skimmed through them or anything, but have you sat down and watched any of my videos?
I'm not no video dude. That's not
All
gonna take
right,
me.
all right. So don't assume we don't have that, man. That's like out of
I didn't
respect. You
say
know what I
that you
mean?
did,
Like,
but I didn't say
no,
these
no, no.
brothers
What I'm
didn't.
saying is like
But it hit
you
dog
gotta
on
assume
bar.
that we are doing that. We have variable sources, man,
I
and it's
just said I'm talking to the
correlating
people
to
that's
one
listening.
truth.
I'm not talking to you.
Well, that I'm talking to people who listen too, because you're saying that there's no story here. I gotta correct that, man. That's not true. That is not true. You're giving false information, bro.
That's right.
I'm not
But
trying to
bro,
be on bad on your bad side or anything. I just want to
I
correct
don't.
it, you know?
You can, but you can't correct me, bro. You ain't nobody. You
But
can't correct me.
Bro,
so the sources
okay,
we
so
do
how do you
Everybody
use.
like
calm
you
down.
ain't know what I'm
One
saying?
person
No, no,
talk
no,
at a
no.
time. One
No,
person talk
that's
at a
cool,
time.
man. I'm
All right,
yo,
and
I'm
no
willing to sit
disrespect.
down with
No
you.
disrespect.
No, no, yeah, I understand. I'm willing to be with you, man, on chat, just me and you, and I'll show you. This ain't about ego. It's not about trying to prove anything to anybody, man.
But
I'll show you, man. You
bro,
want
you
me to
can't.
show you
Again,
something right now? I'll
I've been,
take
I've
over
been,
the
I've
whole
been, I've
show,
been,
man. But I'm not. That's not what I'm here to do, man. I'm not here to prove anything, man.
people who been dealing with me know, man. I've been doing this for years, bro. I'm solidified. I'm solid
I
in my
salute you for
concept
that, bro. I
and
salute you. I would
what
never.
I
I
do.
would never assume you.
So
But I would never assume that
so again, when I talk, I'm not talking to people on the panel. I'm talking to the people who listening who may not be a researcher. I'm trying to talk to them about how to do proper research. I'm not talking to the people on the panel. I'm gonna
But
assume that the people on the panel already know how to do proper research.
and,
So
and
I'm
even
not
if
trying to
they
impress you.
right, and even if they don't, they always need another way to do a different way of methodology because there's different ways of doing
Exactly.
methodology.
Exactly.
So like for one, somebody give you a reference to a website, right? And then you hear another brother say something about Roof Shady. So if you go to various websites talking about the same thing, see where they get their source from. If you see Roof Shady name come up multiple times, then it's 9 times out of 10 it's a credible source. So that's just a simple way of doing methodology. And,
Exactly.
But AP, let me say this, and I'm sorry to cut you off, D-Red, but let me say this to everybody right now in the panel and in the motherfucking chat, right? We know that most of the history is rewritten and that most of that shit is fucking false. and that the colonizers rewrote the shit to in favor of them. So at the end of the day, we can measure up what's primary resources, what's a peer review resource, what's the best methodology. We could do that, and I agree. But we have to take into consideration that a lot of this shit has been rewritten for other niggas' gains. So we know what's up at the end of the day. We know the truth, which is that we aboriginals, we are Tons, my nigga. And we're gonna prove it by genealogy, geography, biology. We're gonna keep pushing this shit forever. You feel me? Now I'm gonna name my name D Blue. Fuck Light Man Z. Now my name is D
I
Blue. You heard?
I
And
just
this is like we know it's several sources out there to prove that we got civilization at the time period of some of the cradle of Eastern civilization. You see what I'm saying? So when they dating the pyramids of Khufu, at 26, we got the same dating over here for some pyramids, and they ain't even got to all of them in the site yet. You know what I mean? Some of them even going back to 34 BCE. So it's just about pulling out the credible sources, like he said, doing pre-reviews, and then cross-referencing your sources, and come up with the conclusion that you come up with. Because you your own scholar, you your own research. You shouldn't take nothing from nobody's word. Like somebody used to tell you,
definitely.
believe none of what you
And not
hear and
only
only have.
that, not to cut you off, but you also got to go do some field research too. You got to go, like you got to go to talk to the people in Mexico, in La Costa Chica. You can't just go off of, you know what I'm saying? It just everything in a book. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna find every answer in a book. You see what I'm saying? You can find some, you can find a lot. I
Yeah,
would
I
even
want
say
I want
you
the
can
panel
find
to know. I
most,
mean,
but
the people listening.
you're
I
not
want
gonna
the
find
people
every
that
answer in the book.
that's listening
Bro, do
to
you
know
have any
that
discipline,
we're.
bro? You don't have no
Yeah,
discipline, bro.
I
When
understand you,
somebody's
bro.
talking, when somebody's talking, you don't start talking. I waited till the brother got through talking, then
Oh,
I
my fault,
started
man.
talking.
It's because of the signal I'm getting. My fault. It breaks up, but I'm not trying to do it
So,
like that. How you saying?
but yeah, so it's like I think we gotta you know what I'm saying? We gotta get out there in the field too. You gotta get out there and go.
Absolutely,
So
and
even if the reservations got what you say, bro?
oh yeah, I said that's something that we definitely all putting together in the back, privately, is to put together a couple field trips to go out and look at some of these sites and document it as a study, as a group. You know what I'm saying? Here soon, very
Yeah,
soon.
I
It's a
mean,
couple
and,
things
that, and
that
that's
we
important, bro. That's real important.
very
You know
important.
what I
That's
mean?
called coming up with that's primary sources. When you go
Exactly,
into
exactly.
and then you go from your own evidence and break down what your methodology compared to to the primary sources that you're available to. So yeah, man, we planning something big in Guatemala. Actually, y'all, man, we going down there to check out some of these old Macs and the El Mador. We're gonna try to go, scheme through and see what we can find out about some of our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? The Snake Kings, Dark Hearted Jaguar Temple. And what I mean, it's gonna be something very powerful, man. Go ahead, Corey Mayo. If you want, go ahead.
Now, yeah, I was just gonna say, this has nothing to do with religion or anything like that. History is just history. And just I just want the people that's listening to know, we're not just reading from King James Bible. That's the last source I'm using, man. We grew up with that. We already know those stories, man. We're putting those stories in real time and in real life, and we're seeing it, and I'm seeing it in the mythology and everything that was left behind. And even when the settlers and the chroniclers all came here, they all have a concise idea of who these people were, or some of these tribes were, because this is the true old world, and not all of them were, you know, what you want to call Israelite or Hebrew. But this is the land of Canaan, so Canaanite everything. If you want to talk Babylon, you want to talk about ancient Egypt, it's all here, man. You can see corn all over their paintings, all Babylon painting and Babylonian, Akkadian, and ancient Egyptian. That's because they were retelling a story that was happening over here. The gods of the Atlantis all became the gods of Greek, Roman, all that. That was all transferred over there. Thoth tells you he came from Atlantis. He taught the sons of Ham or Cam the magic science that he learned over here. It's really deep, and it's not to disrespect, bro, but I just feel like, you gotta sometimes, you know you look at what we're saying, man. Do you really know this panel? Do you know what we're saying always? Do you know what we're talking about, what we're showing, what we're correlating behind the scenes? You know what I mean? It's things you guys don't ever see. And trust me, we got the
That shit
info. We got the
out,
info.
bro.
That's how certain I am, man. We got the info. It's gonna take a long time to put it out there because it's so much info, and we're just scratching the surface. We're just getting started. All right, so that's why I'm passionate about this. It's not trying to, because I want to be make you look bad or make sound like I'm being rude or undisciplined. I'm just passionate about that because I know what I'm
Yeah,
finding. I'm finding,
absolutely. There's no
I'm
beef.
finding
There's no beef
scientific.
between none of us.
Yeah,
We all
yeah.
fans. We
So
just
my
trying to
fault,
get the
my fault.
information
My
across.
fault if I came out a little bit like that. That's just me.
Yeah, we very passionate about what we do. Copper. Okay, was you about to say something, bro?
Yeah, I wanted to just make a point here that I want most of us, and I just want most of us to remain aware of this point when we having these discussions. All right, we're arguing two separate timelines. All right, we're telling you that the historical timeline that we learned in school is wrong. Period. So we're telling you we have a different timeline and a sequence of events that completely goes against the timeline you're telling me. There's evidence of people living in places that should not be there if the timeline we're being given is correct. So we're picking apart a timeline here. Now, one of the main parts of it is the dating system that we use, and which I'm not going to bang on right now. But we just got to keep in mind while we're talking to people, he's going to say, credible resources. I mean, credible sources. You have to have a credible source. But we know most of the people that are currently considered to be credible sources are supporting the timeline that we're completely against. We have to keep these things in mind. So when you
Fact.
there's a credible source and there's a certain methodology and there's a certain way you're supposed to go about it and peer review this and that, when we know that, when there's people in science who disagree and then who have a large enough following to say something about it and make waves, they're shunned, they're banned, they boxed out. There's groups of people who've already gotten together, made whole pages and said, we're against evolution, we're against this, we're against that. They don't get the main stage because they're going against the current narrative. So this is two different narratives being argued against, and to weigh our story based on their scale is incorrect. So there's always going to be that misunderstanding when we get to talking about credible resources, because you have to, credible sources, because you have to understand all of their sources are from that narrative. There's no way
And
around
note takers.
And hold on, cut that off, brother. I want to welcome the brother root words on the panel.
Let me say something real quick. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, fam. So what we got going on, y'all? We got one stream, but we got two chat rooms. Okay. So y'all keep building. Just try to keep respect. Y'all keep building. But what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to break the people off into two different chat rooms. So I'm gonna try to take one group of people in another chat room and another group of people in another chat room.
That's fine.
Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, just do your thing. We on here just building, brother. We just building, brother.
Yeah, but
I noticed that in the back.
Yeah, so we got two chat. We got one stream, but we got two chat rooms. And so I'm gonna try to see if we can get individual chat rooms, like if everybody can get their own chat room in YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So I'm cracking over. Just put it like this. I'm cracking over some shit in YouTube. Just put it like that. So just keep building, and we cracking this motherfucker open out. But you keep going, y'all. Peace.
Welcome to the panel, Root Words.
Peace, brother. Peace,
Aboriginal power ain't on that shit. I just want y'all to beat the African on here in scholarship. Get that guy, man.
Wait, hold on, wait. Root Words.
I'm just
I don't know if you was Root Words. I don't know if you was playing around inside the chat or not when you was saying that Aboriginals are, we Moors and not, and it is what it is at the end of the day. It's, everybody can have their own.
We ain't even trying to get on that right now, but if we want to, we can. Yes. Aboriginal really means we're both one and the same, brother. Yes. If the Aboriginals and the Moor situation was lightweight taught in the same base. Okay, my debate. I don't even want to get on that unless we want to.
Okay, listen.
Because I'm on y'all show.
No, listen. After we done with D Red, we gonna make sure that we all come to a correct conclusion and we figure things out, we just gonna
Right.
come to you.
Right, because we respect all y'all information. We just want to hear, and it's nothing about ego, nothing about personality. It's strictly about the information. We just go with the information, or what we call intellect sparring. You know what I'm saying? We all
That's
family.
it.
So
That's it.
yes, sir.
None of us didn't write any of this history. It's not ours at the end of the day. We didn't write it. So we just a channel, you know what I'm saying? We just the ones talking at the end of the day about it. We don't have to argue about it, nothing like that. So anyway, let's get back to it. Kumail, I think you left off or something like that. Or D-Ray, I think you left off. So what's up?
What
No,
you
I'm
want to
good.
know?
I'm willing. I'm just willing to meet with the brother anytime he wants, and I can show him everything.
That's cool.
D-Red, you got
What's
open
up?
invitation, brother. You got open invitation to build with brother Kumail Aha. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
It's time to get it popping. Now,
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
now,
first of all, this for Root, man. Stop addressing me about you don't know who the fuck I am, bro. I
I
just
ain't
don't
talking
do
about that.
that,
I'm just talking
bro.
about the Israelite. You don't like Aboriginals. I'll
Bro,
debate
what
you,
are you
brother.
talking about, bro?
Okay,
Bro,
then let's
I hold
fuck
on,
it.
hold
Let's
on,
get
Root, Root,
respectful.
Root,
See,
Root,
you're
Root,
causing
Root,
problems.
Root, Root,
Stick to
Hello,
the
Root,
root.
Root,
family.
Root,
Stick to the
Root, Root,
problem.
Root,
Fuck
Root,
me.
Root,
Stick to the
Root,
thing, cause I'm
Root,
about to jump
Root,
on your
Root,
ass and
Root,
Family,
knowledge.
Root,
I don't want
Root,
to talk to you.
Root,
I'm
Root,
not going
Root,
to talk
it's
to you
cutting in
Root,
and out.
Root,
unless
Hello,
it's about
Real,
education.
Root,
Unless it's about
real word,
education,
real
brother.
word,
can you hear me?
Root,
real word. Are you on a
Root.
microphone or a speaker?
Root. You do know I'm the one that came up with the concept of Pan Americanism. You don't know what you're talking about. So don't. I don't know nothing about you, so I don't address you.
You came up with Pan African.
I said Pan Americanism. Can you hear?
Hey man, Pan, everything leads back to Africa, brother. Pan
No, it
is an
don't,
African
bro.
god, brother.
No, Pan. I mean, it go back to bro. See,
It
that's what
is.
I'm
It's a
talking about.
Pan
I'm
Greek
not,
god, brother.
Actually, that was
bro.
So
Lemuria,
Pan
man.
Africa,
Oh
Pan
my God.
Hello, family,
Asiatic,
can you hear
Pan
me?
anything. You Pan
Do you
African,
not
brother.
understand? Do you not understand?
I wouldn't
Words,
even want to
different
talk to
words
you. We
have
just was
different
debating
roots.
and you getting mad at me. See, I'm falling back.
I'm not
I
getting
just
mad
want to
at
keep
you.
it on a debate level
All I'm
right
trying
now,
to
at
get you to
least.
understand is
You mad because you
stop
scared,
address
brother.
stop
You scared, brother, but
bro.
I'm going to fall
Ain't
back.
nobody scared, bro. I had to teach you about the Benedictine Admiralty. You didn't know nothing about it, bro. I don't have to be scared of you. You don't even know what the hell you talking about. So I'm not nobody scared of you. I'm just not gonna argue with you.
I'm not
I treat
scared of
you
me,
like a
scared of the
child.
information.
Bro.
I'm
I
not a
treat you
tough
like a
guy, but this nigga
child,
said I came up with Pan
bro,
American.
bro, bro,
What the fuck
bro.
that mean? That's like saying you came up with
I
with
address you on that,
black Africa. You came up with
I do.
another code word that's saying you from
Root,
Africa, my nigga.
root. That don't. When does America say that you from Africa? When is about that says that?
Yep.
My whole philosophy, and Chief can attest to this, has been we need to unite all the people over here in America before we even deal with somebody in Africa. So you don't even know what you're talking about.
No, we don't need to deal with the people. We need to know that we're from here and recognize that we're from here and we're great. No,
Again,
nothing else.
Grandmother.
what does that have
Aboriginal
to?
to this land.
I
Aboriginal to
again,
this land.
I don't.
Nobody else. We don't have to
Oh,
put no pan in that. See,
what,
pan mean
bro,
everybody.
bro,
Okay, can I
bro?
talk for
Hey,
a second?
Everybody
You
in
asked me a
America,
question.
bro. Everybody in
Hold
America.
on,
You
hold on,
asked
That's
me a
what I'm talking
question.
about.
No, you just
D-Ray,
want
hold
to
on,
That's what
D-Ray.
I'm
override
talking.
everybody. This ain't the Israelite show, brother. This is the Aboriginal show. You
Hold
What
want
does
to
on,
that
take
real.
the
got to do
blame
with
and throw your
anything?
bad people, my nigga. I wasn't even
What does that
talking
got to
about you. You
do?
just start talking about me, so you're just not gonna overtalk me, my nigga. And I'm gonna fall back.
Bro,
Hold on, bro.
Again, I only said that because
I want
you
mic.
keep
So,
throwing these
so
little
what
jabs.
Hey,
So
let
you,
what?
Chief
We
You
don't
talk.
don't
like
know
each
what the
other,
hell
my
you
nigga. Why you
talking
bring
about.
it up? Why you
Hey,
bring it
hold on,
up then? This ain't the right debate for that.
hey,
Because
let
I'm
Chief
not going to
finish.
address.
Because you're
I'm
Hold
gonna
scared
on,
of
address
Chief.
you.
staying on the
I'm
problem.
not gonna. I'm
Stay
not
on the
gonna
facts.
address you.
We are
Bro,
Yeah, what
Aboriginals on
y'all
this
doing?
land.
What y'all doing? What
go
is y'all
ahead,
doing,
bro. Go
man?
ahead, top root.
What y'all
Because
doing,
obviously
man?
you just want to talk.
hey,
Chief,
hold
I
on,
Obviously you
said,
just
G,
want to
hold
y'all
talk.
on,
Go
talking,
hold
ahead.
man.
on,
Let the Chief talk, man.
hold on. Fix your mic. Whereas another thing, that's what I was trying to say. Your mic kind of scratchy. It's hard for the
Oh,
people to
let the
understand
man. Yeah,
what.
man.
So another thing is be respectful with your words, and when one person speak, to be quiet. And when y'all hear the motherfucker who running the channel speak, please show some common courtesy. Please, you know what I'm saying? I have no problem with intellectually sparring and getting this out because it got to be worked somewhere. No, but to prolong. So yeah, man. Fix your mic up, root words. I don't know what's going on over there, and Yeah, man.
I'm
Let's get
not
it
going to
back.
get on here and start no problems, but I
Nah,
will
I know that.
defend the Aboriginal movement. And if they ain't
Absolutely.
Aboriginal or more, I'll dog their ass if they be acting disrespectful. They really don't like us, but I'm gonna fall back, brother. I didn't come up here to start no problem. He just brought my name up in this shit. I try to build with my brothers.
Yeah, for the Aborigines, you know, we've been doing that. We're gonna keep showing evidence here, and we establish culture, agriculture, irrigation, and everything else here before, if not around the same time that the Eastern people, that the Eastern Hemisphere was also doing too. So yeah, man. Keep it building, D-Red. Go ahead, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off. Whoever else wants to go ahead and build copper color K. Did you have something to say too, brother?
Nah, I just, you know what I'm saying, I want my man Root to fix his mic, whatever that static is, G. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, let them boys talk about whatever they want to talk about. But we definitely need to keep it respectful because, you know what I'm saying, we got, you know, family watching. And if we all on the same wavelength, then we should be able to have a, respectful discourse, even if we got some small disagreements, G. You know what I'm saying? There's certain ways to go about it, man. And we definitely don't need to scream into the mic. We could hear good, man.
Right, right. Yeah. So what we gonna do is we gonna try to get D Red his own little show because every since he got on the panel, it seems like I guess the Israelite philosophy or whatever is a little too powerful. I don't know what's going on, but ever since he got on the panel, people been throwing little shots and shit at him. So
Nah,
we gonna
everything. Todd, that it was a misconfusion. Everybody good. We talking it out. D-Red on her, so
But if you
good, brother.
want to, but D Red, if you want to get a, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get a little show after this, because I guess this Nuwaubian thing, I'm not sure what's that about, but yeah, if you want to get a little couple minutes, you know what I'm saying, to talk your piece or whatever, you know what I'm saying, we can once we fold up, we can get a little a little session for you so you can talk the stuff if you want.
That's cool.
You know
That's
what I'm
cool.
saying?
That's cool. I'm off
And
today, so
also
I ain't
Rubo
got.
too, if you want that too.
We can
And
do
that
that. We
way
can do this when the show over with.
like that.
Yeah, it ain't on. It ain't on none of the brothers. If you, so.
It'd be more of an
But
info
yeah,
exchange
so
on
I
me.
can't.
I
I
love
think you
information.
can't
And y'all be
forget
like
how
giving
much I
information.
can't
A lot of us.
get everybody at the max.
Yeah, we just
So I
gonna
was
keep it running, though.
able to get two rooms.
Yeah, just build with them on the back end
You can hear
right
me.
now. I said, yeah, just hit them up in the back end on that. Yeah, we gonna keep it rocking. Uh, yeah, man. So, Root Words, you want to go ahead and build on something? Go ahead, brother.
Oh, that's what's up. No, I just want to give y'all had a great subject going on about the Bible, and in other languages, a lot of people look at Mary as aboriginal to this land. Not saying it's true, just saying in a lot of other different languages, Mary is America and is aboriginal to this land, and Jesus is Europe. So a lot of Moors say we birth people, and I use that slander as a punchline. Like when anytime a European or somebody be talking that shit, I'd be like, we from Mary. That's aboriginal to this land, and we birthed y'all. So whenever y'all talking to any Christian, any Israelite, just go to the first chapter of the New Testaments and go to verse when they made Jesus. Jesus was made by Mary. She was not hooked up with Joseph. So Mary, the aboriginal of this land, stand alone. All the islands, all that shit. Don't got to put more in it. Just all of us stand alone over here. And everybody gonna jump on our dick. That's about it I had to say. Good looking out for letting me say that. Just y'all could destroy them simple.
Cool.
I digress, bro. Thank you.
I wanted to add to that. So yeah, like the many native tribes here actually had the corn mother, and from my corn research, actually that she was seen as the nourisher, right? Corn, the nourisher. That became a goddess in Egypt eventually. I forgot the name. But then it became Isis.
Kepper
Isis is
was his name.
shown. Okay, yeah, with the grain, with the grains and everything,
That's right.
nature. Yeah, and Eventually became ISIS. ISIS holding the young boy with the breast, giving him breast. That's the nourisher. So that started with the corn mother. Um, we got all kinds of. The thing is, it was so easy. Well, not easy, but it was easier for the natives or the aboriginals to accept. There was like, damn, it's either die or accept Christ, right, or whatever. So they used our traditions. They mixed it in. They grabbed all our symbols, all our ancient, like corn mother and everything. We had lawgivers, right? We had Abraham over here that was Hiawatha, the real Abraham. It's deep. So they used all that, right? And the Indians was like, but you guys are telling us our same stories, so your Old Testament must be right then. So when it came to the New Testament, they're like, no, but there's this new Jesus, like you're saying, that's Zeus, because that's what Jesus Jesus. That's Zeus. That is, you know, that has nothing to do with it. And when we look at the word pan, I'm interested to know and your thing about Africa, but from what they teach us, Pan was a Greek god. Um, they say Pan was the son of Hermes. We know Thoth is Hermes. Thoth is from over here. I mean, we can go really deep with it. But what I'm trying to say is they hijacked a lot of the stuff, a lot of the gods, a lot of the traditions we had, and eventually it became, all the mythology that they created, mythos. They created mythology based on aboriginal truth. So it's really deep. But yeah, the core mother, it does correlate with the Mary thing. Tamari.
Yeah, man, that's fine. That's powerful, Corey, man. Teach, man, teach, brother. Keep.
I like how you said that, brother. I used to hate the Bible. Now I understand why I hate the Bible, because when I came to my Aboriginal understanding, or I'm from this land understanding, I understand that they made me hate that Bible because a lot of things in that Bible was talking about how great the Aboriginal people of this land are, and the people that claim this land are. And I just think that, yeah, you're right. They changed the names up in language, but my belief is Mary in the Bible is us, man. I'll digress off that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, you got to question the whole New Testament, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's symbolic, allegorical. You know what I mean? Based on a lot of tradition or stories that were already existent. And yeah, man, you got to question everything, man. Definitely.
Anything you got to say about that copper color K?
Um, my bad, my mic was muted. Well, the main thing that this is just this is just a bar for us, letting it be known that it's obvious that these cultures were connected. You know what I'm saying? The understanding. I mean, just simply in the Bible, finding a different produce that's supposed to be in Africa during a time where no one is supposed to be in America. The people ain't farming in America, but the produce that you're talking about in the book is indigenous to America. You know what I'm saying? So like the brother Root was saying, I'm with him on that. As far as that's the first time I ever heard of the Mary thing. That's new to me, but I can rock with that because we already on that. The Bible telling a story about what's happening here, right here where we at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I agree.
The Mormons, they found the gold tablets they found. They were actually mimic the Micmac language, and it's a type of it looks very much so like Egyptian if you guys research it. And a lot of the symbols and the match the same symbols in Egyptian. A type of Egyptian, not all the script, but that was Mormons. They created a religion and everything, just like every other religion, to mislead the people. But they knew why they were here and why they settled in Utah, why they made their headquarters over there.
My Moors created a religion. I gotta agree with that too. My fault for cutting you off, but I just think that a lot of these religions come from the Aboriginal ways of this land, if that's the right word to put with it. I think a lot of, like, my belief is the Moors learned from the Aboriginals of this land, if that's the right word of it. But a Moor is an Aboriginal, so they just took it and made it into a religion. Gotta agree with you on that one, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they were carrying that tradition.
Because if you
They
look
are
at the
that tradition, man.
Circle 7 Quran is a mixture of, we can say, different religious ideologies. It's conglomerate in one and say that as it is one, right? not really giving references to where they got it from. So I mean, yeah, it is a religion that's trying to keep our people on the mental strengths on our brain. Uh, but yeah, man, everything that we did was spiritual. So what they have done is took a crumb of our spirituality and turned it into religion, right? So we gotta know what's been taken from us and being regurgitated. But yeah, brother D Ray, you got something to say, brother? You open panel. I don't know
I
if your mic.
mean, nah, I'm here, man. I mean, at this particular point, man, I'm just over here, just listening, man. I'm just listening. I'm just listening. And
Nah,
I'm waiting.
nah, nah,
I'm waiting
nah.
for somebody to give me a source for this shit. I mean, it sounds good in theory, but I'm waiting for a source.
Okay,
I
okay.
mean,
Now
On
listen.
chapter.
because just saying because every society that harvested crops, you see what I'm saying, had deities that they worship for the harvest. I mean, you find that in West Papua New Guinea. You find it in Australia. You find it in China. Hell, you even find it in Europe. You find it all throughout the Middle East, so-called Middle East. You find it in Africa. So having deities that celebrate the harvest does not, and trying to say that you got that from this, you can't even make that correlation because that was a universal thing. So you can't, so to say you're gonna have to give me a date to say if you gonna see when you make a claim you gotta substantiate it. You see what
I
I'm
got the
saying? So
video,
when
bro.
I when
Corn
I
video. I got them there, man.
so
You can watch them,
so
man.
so
They're
I
there.
mean, and then to say corn, do you know the people the mound builders were not harvesting corn? So what do you talk about the corn that does not apply
They
all throughout
harvested
the Americas?
corn and many other things, and
Yes, they did.
they did find
The
fossilized
mound
corn,
builders
man, in the mounds.
they
They
found
found
fossilized corn. They found fossilized corn, but they didn't harvest it. They harvested tobacco. That's how they taught the crackers how to harvest tobacco. They harvested everything that they
Bro,
harvested cotton.
Is it
They taught
aboriginal
the
to
white
this
folks how to
land?
do that.
Is
corn,
corn aboriginal to this
listen,
land?
corn
So
doesn't grow wild, bro.
Thank you.
Corn
Let's get
doesn't
right
grow.
there. Let's get right
Corn,
there,
corn,
man.
Corn is
corn,
aboriginal to this land.
corn
bro,
hold
doesn't
I'm
grow
talking to
wild,
this other dude. I didn't say corn
on.
grew
bro.
wild.
Bro,
I didn't say
corn
that they
doesn't grow
didn't trade
wild. It
it.
has to be harvested, man.
Hold
It
on.
doesn't grow wild, bro.
You're not understanding. You're not understanding what I'm saying. See, you so busy trying to
So
ask me
No,
what am
bro,
I saying. Stop trying to tell me what I'm saying.
you haven't seen the video, so you're assuming.
No, I'm not
go
assuming.
Again, I'll repeat it again.
I'm just telling you off of basic knowing history.
It's
go in
That
not.
on
It's
what
not. It's not.
they
It's
taught
not
white
basic
folks how to
history,
harvest
bro.
tobacco and cotton.
I
That's the
debunked
reason
that
why
on the
white
corn
folks
videos,
harvest it.
bro.
go
I
into
showed you news
deliberate what
sources.
we're talking about. Harvest. Go
All
in
right,
what
bro.
you
Just give me the source now. I mean, if you like if I say something, I know my
No,
sources off
bro,
the top
take
of
the
my
time,
head.
bro. We ain't here to. I'm not here to
That's
try to
all I'm
prove
saying.
just to you, bro. Take the time to watch the
Hold
videos,
on,
bro. I
hold on,
have it
hold
all
on,
there.
hold
That's
on,
why I
hold on,
did
hold
it.
on,
I'm just
hold on,
asking
hold
That's
you.
on.
why I
Give
did
me
it.
the
D
source,
Red,
huh?
D Red, He gave
Yeah.
you the source. He said go to his video and watch it. That's his
It's
source.
four
His video is
parts,
not a
man. It's
source.
four parts. It's four parts,
It's
That's what
bro.
four
I'm trying to
parts full
say.
of. It's four parts full of
I'm
mad
not.
evidence and
I'm not just
videos.
scratching my ass talking,
Hey,
man.
I know
It's
I'm
I
a
mean,
four
mad
hypocrite.
evidence and
I know
facts.
I'm a
man.
hypocrite, but the
But
chat
bro,
saying we need to
why
talk
can't?
one at
But
a time. I know I'm a hypocrite. I
All
know
right.
I'm a hypocrite.
why can't he give me a
Sorry,
source now?
They
Like
said what?
when I first started, I said I talked about the book of the five
Like I
sisters.
think they saying we talking
So
over each other.
where I'm a quote for, or where I can quote from. I can take you to the Popo Vuh. I'm giving you sources off the top of my head. I don't have to go to no video to do it. So I'm asking him if he know his stuff. Give me a source.
I got the Popo
That ain't
Bluetooth,
fair if
bro.
we
What
got
is
to
your
give
point?
sources and you
What is your
don't.
point?
What I'm trying to
What
say
is your
is
If you
point,
don't have
bro?
to give a source, why should he have to give a source, brother?
you
Exactly,
made a claim. You made a
bro.
claim. So I'm asking you for the source to substantiate your claim.
It's
That's
all
it.
in the videos, bro. Take the time. I invite you to
All
go
right.
watch them. It's all there, bro. That's why I did the video. Why am I gonna repeat
Period.
myself? Go watch the videos, bro. It's
Period.
all there.
But you're repeating yourself on here talking about the stuff that you talked
No,
about in the video.
I'm just correcting you because you're saying things that are contradicting what I've shown already and presented in the videos.
Hold on.
Okay,
Let me ask you a question, D
So
Red.
yeah,
we have listeners. They need to
yeah.
know
Okay, let
that
me ask
that's
you a
not
question.
true.
Ha, have you heard
Just
about the
correcting you
Indian?
because you're saying
Have
things
you?
that are contradicting what I've shown already and presented in the videos.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question, D Red.
We have
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Hey, somebody
somebody's
got to mute
mic
their
on.
mic.
Yeah, mute the mic.
Have you heard about the Indian?
Because you're saying things that are contradicting what I've shown already presented in the videos.
Who is that?
That's not me, man.
Mac, that's your Aboriginal Mac. You got to mute your mic real quick, bro. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the panel. All right. So D-Red, have you heard of John Elliott meeting up with an Aboriginal called Kakano and translating the Geneva Bible into the Algonquian Indian Bible? Have you ever heard of that? I'm just asking since we're on the topic.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay. I was just asking that question, but yeah, welcome to the panel, Aboriginal Mac. You could do damage. You could do whatever you want to do, bro. It's all yours. Hey, Mac. Yeah, welcome to the panel.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We have duplicate.
Somebody got a video in the background or something like that, so I can like barely hear y'all.
Yeah, they're watching the YouTube. Yeah, they're watching the YouTube video.
Now my question, I don't know, that shit is fucking me up. Like whoever got a plan in the background.
Yeah, if you're on the panel, just lower the mute the video, the YouTube video.
Hey, my question to Root Word is, what makes us Aboriginal Moors?
I got that for you. I don't even gotta answer it. Just look at my avatar. The fez is from here. It's on the native. And the drip, the almighty drip. Hold on, let me answer the question, brother. The almighty drip, the great drip that the Moors use, that I use. The great drip, the great drip that I honor, that a Moor honor. Barack Obama went to Al-Andalusia and he went to the Black Castle, which is called Castle of Lamar, and signed it. So we all one and the same. Just a lot of people don't understand we ran Europe for a long time. They keep saying the Africans did it. That's all, brother. I don't try to go against people. I did not come up here right now to debate that because they was in a good bill. But anytime somebody want to get on some more shit, I will destroy one of you niggas.
Well, you trying to attach Moors to my people, and we not Moors.
No, so I'm saying that my name. I didn't say the church.
So you are.
Hold on. See, you just said something, and I'm saying you're lying because the church MSTA is not Moors. They're the Moors. Science.
How that one at a time.
My fault. Just tell me when I could talk. I thought I didn't know I was talking over you, brother. I apologize about that, brother.
No, go ahead. No, all I said was take a deep
look,
note.
There are 501c3 churches. And when Noble Drew Ali came out the rural area, came out the country land, he walked into one of their cities and he made a church. Islam, Mo. Before he made the church, he was from Al-Maghrib. Al-Maghrib in the Arabic language, the great old Abraic language, means far west, where the sun set. It's set in Khalifa land, California. This whole land is called Omexum, which my Aboriginal brothers say is Omex. It's the same thing except for y'all haters. I'm done, brother. Go ahead.
All right. I'm glad you're done. All right. So which
hold on, let's go over what I just said. I said that the reason this is called Morocco is because the Arabic word al-Maghrib. Now prove me wrong on that. Let's not go to the next one. Let's stay on that real quick.
Now let me ask you a question. Who in your immediate family are Moors?
Me. My middle name is Lamour. My last name is Murr.
Your name is
No, I am not. Hold on, brother. Let me answer my question. Let me answer my question. Can I answer my question and then you go against it? Because you already went to two questions. I'm not going to ask you about your Aboriginal name because there ain't none. See, you need us and we need y'all. It goes one on one.
Choctaw is indigenous language. It don't mean
hold on now. Let's stay on the subject. See, you going to 3 to 4 different places. You don't know how to debate, brother. You don't know how to debate, brother. You don't know how to debate, brother, and that's weak. And I'm gonna digress.
Oh my
bro, you
God.
gotta
Are you done? Are you done?
Let brother talk, man. Let the brother talk, man.
Now you said ain't no Aboriginal language.
Let's go back to the first two questions because I destroyed you on them. See, you go to 3 to 4 different places, brother. Let's stick to the first two questions. You said, well, how do we make Aboriginal and Moors here?
Answer my question.
No, let's go back to the first questions. Quit asking 50 questions. See if my first two questions is right.
You didn't even answer my question.
The tribe they found in Central America.
You said, how do you ask me a question, brother? You said,
Well,
how do your
What's my
people and
question?
Moor coexist?
I didn't say
I
that.
said that this whole land in the Arabic tongue
Which
and
is
in the
foreign.
Latin
Which is
tongue. Can
foreign.
I talk? Can I
You
talk?
wouldn't let me
I
talk.
don't need a lot. I only need 30 seconds, brother.
Hey, family, who's going on a debate? Who's debating? Who's debating?
It ain't a debate. It's a smashing because I'm gonna show that every
Yeah,
time he asks me a
let's go
question,
ahead and
I
wrap it
can.
up so we can get you guys on this debate. Let's go ahead and wrap it up so we can
Ty
get you guys
Data
on
get
the
this
debate.
Don King on. I see you, Ty Data.
And
I
so,
see you, baby.
But that's real scary though when the person got that education. Everybody want to run. That's evil though.
How am I running?
No,
You not
no,
I will
answering
gladly
hold on,
debate
man.
one
Hold on,
of y'all,
man. You
man.
don't say everyone, man. Don't. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
You're getting
no
too
like the Moors don't
passionate.
dog
You're getting
nobody.
too passionate
Y'all
about
have
this,
never
man.
heard the
Relax,
Moors
man.
say nothing about nobody.
So the
It's all
Central
these.
American. So I can scream too, yo. I can talk over you too, man. What's up? You know, the
That's what I'm
Central
saying.
American
He
tribe
talking
they
over
found.
people.
The
That's
Central
all he
American
doing.
tribe they found in
so we
Central
all
America. They were
in the
called the
back chat,
Amerique.
right? I can
Please
hear
show
them. We
me
all in the back
that
chat.
they
So
say
we
from
gonna
their
set
records
up the
that they're Moor.
debate and we gonna return at 6 o'clock.
All right,
Central.
we gonna get ready
So
to
it's
wrap
like
this show. We
you
gonna
know
get
what I'm
ready
saying.
to
And
wrap
that's
this. Yeah, go ahead.
so
Go
that
ahead.
way we can earn it at the end.
To the people listening, you know,
Man,
Drew Ali,
you choppy.
Oh,
Hold
sorry,
on,
man.
hold on. You very
Yeah,
choppy.
because the energy
You choppy.
is getting bad.
Choppy. You choppy, brother. But yeah, we gonna get ready to wrap this up. We'll let these brothers spar it out on another note. We're gonna finish this thing, strong. Like I said, the brothers coming with negative energy or low energy. Keep the vibes high. I understand they want to spar. Uh, Appreciate you coming out, D Red. You know, just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying, brother? Appreciate you, Copper Color K. Always a pleasure, Jaguar. Corey Mayo. Appreciate you, brother, coming out, dropping information. And Light Man Z. Come on, man. Can't do a show without the Light Man Z, man. So anybody want to close out with a few last words before we get ready to end the show?
All I gotta say is that there's been tribal warfare from ages, and it hasn't changed. And if certain people flow or vibe more with the whole more thing, then maybe they are. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't be debating certain people because they might be Moors. They don't relate to this because maybe they are. But Drew Ali tells us if we go into the whole teachings of Drew Ali is that the Moors are ancient Moabites, Canaanites, and some Phoenicians. And like I said, this is the true old world. If we're talking about Canaanites and Moabites. We're talking about they came from here. So when they went over to the other sides, yeah, they brought all those words and stuff. But when you look at a Maxim, you know, you only see Ham and Canaan. So what's up with Japhet and Shem? You can't have all the lots. It was split evenly. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. I want to say appreciate everybody in the chat. I know we usually don't get into the low negative shit like that, but you know what I mean, man. We gotta let people speak their speech, and we're gonna let them finish sparring it out. Maybe on another live stream. I think Today they're gonna get that setting up right now in the back. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody coming out, soaking in the information. Copper Cutter K, you still with us, brother?
I'm still here, Jake.
Go ahead and say a few things before we get ready to close out, and I'm gonna let D Red go after you, then I'm gonna let Jaguar go after that.
Understood. All right. Well, just like the brother just said, there was always tribal warfare. All right. We all gonna find small differences, but as you can see, the brothers are basically, heading in the same direction. They just got different ways of getting there. You know what I mean? So, don't don't look at it, so negatively when the brothers get to acting away. But we all at the same time have to make sure we keep a sense of tact when we're dealing with people, especially with people who come with different belief systems, and that's on both sides. You know what I'm saying? That's for everybody. So outside of that, I appreciate you letting me on your panel. It's good to see what y'all boys got going on over here. There's definitely room for debate, but there's a lot more room for building. So I think we should make sure that we exchange these names and numbers and email addresses. Make sure we get that in every time we have one of these, so that we can actually try to get some things moving on the ground. My name is Kayshawn Kelly. I go by Copper Color K. You can find me on Facebook by my regular name. My email is kshawnkelly@gmail. Link up with me any way possible, and we can make some plans for the future and actually start to change our environment. You know, when we at the end of the day, we're doing all of this because we ain't got nothing better to do. So our environment needs to change straight up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Jaguar, you got to say you want before we close up, brother?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like I say, man, we trying to really move forward here, and for people that that are new, or for people that's been tuning in just for a little while, we do have videos, and you can also check out people we are subscribed to that relate to this information to further your studies, and to also remember to check your own self by making sure you cross reference for those who really want to make sure that they're learning actual truth. So I just think, like I say, maybe we can just, like Ty Data said, have a little space where people want to go at it and discuss their differences. Maybe that can help better. But I think, of course, Al Power and I, like we discussed before, Corey Mayo, Chief Holiday, we are touching this one. We done discussed that we want to do more networking and reach out to people who embrace this information and really, find a spiritual connection to everything that we got going. For those who can't agree, maybe it's not time, or maybe you're just not part of the spiritual earnings that we are receiving right now. Because a lot of our people are in high vibes, and we don't find anything wrong with what we're doing. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Thanks to the chat. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all on the panel, man. Y'all know I done hit a couple of y'all up already with some info. Like I say, we got plenty of books and all type of articles and letters and a lot of stuff that we still need to get into, that we need help deciphering. So, this is not about us solidifying ourselves like we supposed to be the only people, because of course, like I say, everybody that's listening and everybody on the panel supposed to be teaching this information to their family, if anybody else. So we got plenty of information. You can reach out to us or whoever, me, whoever, if you're really serious about making a bill and making a change and progressing our people.
Yeah, that's right, brother. That's right.
For
And
sure.
D Red, you want to go ahead and say something? Or we gonna get out of it,
Yeah,
brother?
shit. I just want to say, man, shit. I just want to start out saying, man, my great grandmother, Chiricahua, taught me that since I was little. You know what I'm saying? That's on my mama's side. On my daddy's side, there was Gual. Some people call it Gual, but whatever. Point I'm making is, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, I embrace my whatever word you want to use. I don't get off into all the word shit that don't matter to me. That's
Right,
just some word that a white man done told us, whatever. So I don't care about all that.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? But you know what I'm saying? I know who I am. You see what I'm saying? I know all, anyway, but the point I'm making is, man,
Go
look,
ahead.
we gotta, you know what I'm saying? I don't trip about what nobody do. I don't trip about what nobody say, because to each his own. You know what I'm talking about? But if it ain't translating to where you making a change where you lay your head at, which means
Facts.
whatever your community is, all that shit is bullshit. You see what I'm
Straight up.
saying? If it all it does is leading to you talking a bunch of bullshit on the internet, then you just a bullshit ass motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? And because knowledge is supposed to knowledge is what you do. You know what I'm saying? Loving your people is what you do. It ain't the shit that you taught. So at this particular point, man, you know what I'm saying? When you come to Houston, man, I got something for you. If you're in the Houston area, man, I got something for you. So we can show you the gardens. We can show you, know what I'm saying, the backpack book giveaways. We can show you the buying back the block. We can show you all this. So
Right.
obviously, our belief system translating into something tangible, not just some shit on the internet. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what
Manifest.
I encourage what I encourage folks to do, man, and I stand by this, and I stand on this 10 toes. know what I'm saying? If you're irrelevant to where you lay your head at, you're irrelevant to me. I don't give a fuck what you know. That go for Uncle Cat, that go for Sidnetta, that go for any motherfucker on the internet. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a that regardless of what you believe, that go for Hebrew Israelites. You see what I'm saying? So at this particular point, man, we gotta have less talking and more doing. Getting out in the community, get your boots on the ground, and doing what need to be done. Because our people right now,
Yep.
regardless of whatever the hell you want to call them, if you want to call them Moors, if you want to call them an Israelite, if you want to call them Aboriginal, if you want to call them fucking, I don't give a fuck, African, they hurting. I be in the projects. My wife is in the chat, so you can tell I be in the projects. You know what I'm saying? And these people hurting. They don't even have the internet to even listen to the shit that we talking. You see what I'm saying? So if the shit that you talking ain't translating to nothing to help them people, then you a bullshit nigga. And I don't even give a fuck about none of the shit you talking about. And I'm out.
Peace, brother. Definitely. Yeah, man. Much respect to that. Anybody else that I forget? Lightman Z. Damn. Forget Lightman Z. Lightman Z, go on say a few things before we get out of here, bro. Lightman Z.
Probably gone, man. Yeah.
Shit, we can get ready
Yeah,
close
just
this
want to
thing.
say, man, I just want to finish out saying, I love all of y'all, man. Hope y'all didn't take anything personal. Don't bite down. It's just, I don't like bullies. So, it's all in, like you said, all in the work, man. Actions speak louder than words. So,
Right, brother.
hi, my name is Kurimeo. Nice to meet you, man.
Facts.
That's peace. That's peace.
That's peace, brother. Yeah, man. We love you all, man. We all we got, man. Peace, bliss.
This is the Florida get scary. I try to talk, but these niggas ain't hear me. This is the part that gets spooky. They play their role.